Introduction to Key Exchange. Key exchange is a fundamental process in cryptography that allows two parties to securely share a secret key over an insecure network. This share key is then used for encryption and decryption of data. Without a secure key exchange mechanism, encrypted communication can be intercepted and compromised by attacker. The Diffie-Hellman key exchange, introduced in 1976, was the first public key protocol that allowed two users to establish a shared secret without directly transmitting the key. It is based on the mathematical difficulty of solving discrete logarithm problems, which make it computationally hard for attacker to derive the secret key. Next, RSA-based key exchange uses public and private key to securely exchange encryption key. Its security relies on the difficulty of factoring large prime numbers. RSA was widely adopted in early secure communication system, but it requires large key size, which can affect performance. Evolution towards elliptic curve cryptography, or ECC. As computation power increased, traditional algorithms such as Diffie-Hellman and RSA required large key size to remain secure. This led to higher computation time, memory usage, and energy consumption. To overcome this limitation, elliptic curve cryptography, or ECC, was introduced to provide the same level of security using much smaller key size. Why ECDH was introduced? Elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman, or ECDH, was developed as an improved version of Diffie-Hellman using elliptic curve. ECDH offers faster key exchange, lower computational overhead, and reduced power consumption. Because of this advantage, ECDH is widely used in modern applications such as mobile device, IoT system, and security web communication. In summary, key exchange protocols have evolved from Diffie-Hellman and RSA to ECC-based approach such as ECDH in order to achieve better performance and efficiency while maintaining strong security.
Assalamualaikum. For my part, I will explain the theoretical concept and mathematical foundation behind three key exchange protocol, which are Diffie-Hellman, elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman, and RSA-based key exchange. Okay, let's start with Diffie-Hellman, which is one of the earliest and most important key exchange mechanism. The main purpose of Diffie-Hellman is to allow two parties to establish a shared secret key over an insecure communication channel. This is possible because Diffie-Hellman relies on the discrete logarithm problem, which is computationally hard to solve. In simple terms, it is easy to perform mathematical operation to generate a public value, but it is extremely difficult to reverse those operations to find the private key. Because of this, even if an attacker intercepts the communication, they cannot derive the shared secret. Okay. At a high-level steps, both parties agree on public parameters, choose their own private values, exchange public values, and then compute the same shared secret independently. However, Diffie-Hellman does not provide authentication, which means it is vulnerable to man-in-the-middle attacks if used on its own. Okay. Next is elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman, or ECDH. Okay, ECDH works on the same principle as Diffie-Hellman but use elliptic curve mathematics instead of traditional modular arithmetic. Its security is based on the elliptic curve discrete logarithm problem, which is even more difficult to break the current computational capabilities. Okay, the main advantage of ECDH is that it provides the same level of security as Diffie-Hellman, but with much smaller key size. This results in faster computation, lower memory usage, and reduced power consumption. In practice, both parties agree on an elliptic curve, generate private and public keys, exchange the public keys, and compute a shared secret. Because of its efficiency, ECDH is widely used in modern protocols such as TLS, mobile application, and IoT systems. Okay. Lastly, I will explain RSA-based key exchange. RSA is based on the integer factorization problem, where it is easy to multiply large prime numbers but extremely difficult to factor the result back into its original primes. This property is used to secure the exchange of cryptographic keys. Unlike Diffie-Hellman and ECDH, RSA does not perform key agreement. Instead, it performs key transport. Okay. In this process, the server shares its public key. The client encrypts a randomly generated session key using that public key, and only the server can decrypt it using its private key. While RSA provides authentication and is conceptually simple, it is computationally heavier and does not offer forward secrecy, which makes it less preferred in modern secure communication systems.
In this part of the presentation, I will explain the advantages, limitation, and security analysis of three key exchange protocol, which are Diffie-Hellman, elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman, and RSA-based key exchange. These protocols are used to securely exchange cryptographic keys over an insecure network, such as the Internet. First, let us look at Diffie-Hellman or DH. The main advantage of DH is that it allows two parties to generate a shared secret key without sending the key directly over the network. Even if an attacker intercepts the communication, they cannot easily compute the secret key. Diffie-Hellman is also widely used, well studied, based on simple mathematical concepts such as modular exponentiation. Because of this, DH has been trusted for many years in secure communications. Next is elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman or ECDH. ECDH provides the same or higher level of security as DH but with much smaller key size. For examples, a 256-bit ECDH key provides similar security to a 3072-bit Diffie-Hellman key. Other advantages of ECDH include faster computation, lower power consumption, better performance on mobile and IoT devices. Because of these benefits, ECDH is widely used in modern security protocols such as HTTPS and also TLS. Now, let us look at RSA-based key exchange. RSA is easy to implement and is supported by many systems. It allows secure key exchange, authentication using digital certificates. In RSA, the session key is encrypted using the receiver public key, ensuring confidentiality. However, RSA is mainly used for key transport, not for generating a shared secret like DH and ECDH. Now, I will discuss the limitation. First is computational cost. Diffie-Hellman requires large number calculation, which makes it slower. RSA is computationally expensive, especially during key generation. ECDH is the most efficient because elliptic curve operations require less computation. So, in terms of performance, ECDH is the fastest. Next is key size. DH requires at least 2048 to 3072 bits to be secure. RSA typically use 2048 or 4096 bits. ECDH only requires 256 bits for strong security. Smaller key size means faster processing, lower memory usage, and better scalability. And again, ECDH performed the best. Now, let us talk about security vulnerabilities. Both DH and ECDH are vulnerable to man in the middle attacks if they are not authenticated. This means an attackers can pretend to be both parties and intercept the key exchange. To prevent this, authentication methods such as digital certificates or signatures are required. Regarding quantum computing, all three protocols, DH, ECDH, and also RSA, are vulnerable to future quantum attacks using Shor's algorithm. This is why post quantum cryptography is currently being researched. In terms of overall security strength, ECDH provides the highest security per bit. DH and RSA require much larger keys for similar security. ECDH also offers the best performance. Therefore, ECDH is considered the most secure and efficient option among the three.
Use case analysis. Based on efficiency and performance, ECDH is widely used in modern applications. For web servers, ECDH is preferred because it is fast and supports forward secrecy in TLS connections. For mobile devices, ECDH reduces battery consumption due to the lower computational costs. For IoT systems, ECDH is the best choice because it uses small keys, low memory, and minimal processing power. First, let's compare key size. RSA and traditional Diffie-Hellman require large key sizes, usually between 2048 to 4096 bits, to achieve strong security. In contrast, ECDH provides the same level of security with much smaller keys, typically 256 to 384 bits. Smaller keys mean faster computation, lower memory usage, and less data transmitted over the network. Because of this, ECDH is much more efficient than RSA and Diffie-Hellman. Next is computation time, which measures how long it takes to complete the key exchange process. RSA is generally the slowest because it relies on expensive modular exponentation with large numbers. Traditional Diffie-Hellman performs better than RSA, but still use large parameters, making it moderately slow. ECDH is the fastest among the three because elliptic curve operations are more efficient even with smaller keys. This makes ECDH suitable for systems that require fast connections such as secure web browsing. Memory usage is especially important for devices with limited resources. RSA requires storing large public and private keys, which increases memory consumption. Diffie-Hellman also needs large parameters, resulting in moderate memory usage. ECDH uses much smaller keys and parameters, leading to very low memory usage. This makes ECDH ideal for mobile devices and embedded systems. Network bandwidth. Network bandwidth refers to how much data is exchanged during the key establishment process. RSA and Diffie-Hellman transmit large public keys, which increases bandwidth usage. ECDH transmits smaller public keys, reducing network traffic. So this is especially beneficial in wireless network and environments with limited bandwidth. Use case analysis. Based on efficiency and performance, ECDH is widely used in modern applications. For web servers, ECDH is preferred because it is fast and supports forward secrecy in TLS connections. For mobile devices, ECDH reduces battery consumption due to the lower computational costs. For IoT systems, ECDH is the best choice because it uses small keys, low memory, and minimal processing power.
This is a simple Python demo of the Diffie-Hellman key exchange. This is a way for two people to agree on a secret key, even if they are talking over an insecure channel. We start with two public numbers, p equal to 23 and j equal to 5. Alice chooses a private number, 6, and Bob chooses 15. Using this, Alice computes A equal to D raised to the power of A modulo B, and Bob computes B equals to D raised to the power of B modulo B. They exchange these public keys. Then Alice takes Bob's public key and raises it to her private number, while Bob does the same with Alice's public key. Both end up with the same result, a shared secret key. When we run the code, the output shows Alice's key is 2 and Bob's key is also 2. And that's it, a simple demonstration of how maths let two people safely agree on a secret key. This snippet used the cryptography library to generate a private key using the SECP256R1 curve, also known as NIST-P256, then derived the corresponding public key. Why SECP256R1 is a widely adopted NIST-approved curve, offering a good balance of security and performance. Use case perfect for secure messaging, TLS handshakes, and modern cryptographic systems. Efficiency key generation is extremely fast, like only 1 millisecond, and the public key is compact, 91 bytes in DER format. This RSA example uses PY Cryptodome to generate a 2048-bit RSA key pair. Encrypt a 16-byte session key using the public key, decrypt it using the private key, and verify integrity. RSA 204 is still common in legacy systems, especially for digital certificates and email encryptions. Drawbacks: slower key generation like 100 milliseconds and larger public keys like 294 bytes. Security notes: RSA is less efficient for ephemeral key exchange and doesn't offer forward secrecy. We ran a small benchmark on a Windows machine using cryptography library. Here are the results. X25519 is the clear winner in terms of speed and size. DH2048 is impractical for dynamic systems due to its parameter generation time. ECDH P256 is ideal when NIST compliance is required. RSA 2048 is bulky and slow but still necessary for compatibility. Here's a consolidated comparison. This table highlights the trade-off in speed, size, and encoding format. H25519 stands out for its compactness and raw encoding, while RSA and DH are heavier. Based on the data, here's our recommendation. Use X25519 for new designs. It's the fastest, smallest, and most efficient. Use ECDH P256 when you need compatibility with NIST standards. Use RSA 2048 only for legacy systems like certificate chains. Please avoid DH2048 for fresh parameter generation. It's simply too slow. This guidance helps balance performance, compatibility, and future proofing.